You made the trip to the Olympics in 1998, but in 2002, your crew was able to win the bronze medal. Just talk about that experience at Salt Lake City.
Well, it was fantastic because, at the time, to put in a historical context, that was just a few months after 9/11. I think everybody in America was bonding a little bit more than normal, and certainly the athletes representing America felt that. So as it got closer, once you got people in the village, it was a really close Olympic team. So it was really special within that context, but also in the U.S., there's nothing like competing for your country in your country. You travel all over the world when you do the sport. The World Cup Tour takes you into Europe and Asia and North America. And so you get the traveling. There's not a big thrill to travel for the Olympics. It's actually more fun to be at home and compete when you know the Americans are going to be there.
Is it easy to bobsled?
Is it easy to bobsled? Well, yes and no. The two-man bobsled is probably easier than the four-man, and I'm just talking about from the push position, just because technically it's a little bit easier to just do the brakes. The load can be complicated, and if you're not coordinated, you won't be able to pull it off. But you also have to have this, you have to manage this fear thing, and it's the scariest sport you will ever do. I mean, people have no idea. They think it's like a roller coaster, and it's not. It looks like it, but you get rattled around there, and it's a violent ride. It's not uncommon to be bleeding after running. You don't even know why. And then there's the crashes, which are the two scariest moments of my life. Have been my two bobsled crashes. You think you're going to die. There's no other way to put it. You think you're on your head. You have the weight of the sled, which is 400 pounds, and you've got the weight of the other athletes, and everything's compressing you into the ice, and you're almost always over 80 miles an hour when you actually crash. But you're going downhill, so it doesn't stop. It's like a car crash. It just won't end.
What was maybe more emotional or more special, the actual competition or the medal ceremony?
That's a tough question. I think probably the competition. The medal ceremony was unbelievable, and it was everything I dreamed it would be. It was just one of those things where you're like, I'm on stage and I'm getting a medal. It's just happening. It was so crazy. But the actual competition, it was very dramatic. We hadn't won a medal in 46 years. We had two teams. USA 1 was one of the favorites to win a medal. And USA 2, my team, had no chance to do anything. Brian Scheimer was 39 years old, and everybody said he was washed up. And we had to come out of the second seed, which is slower ice. And nobody in history had ever come out of the second seed to get into the medals. After the first day, we were in 5th place. And so then everything's in descending order on day 2. So we were one of the top 5 sleds to go off. So we had fast ice. And after the 3rd run, we were in 4th place. USA 1 was in 3rd place. And then the 4th runs, USA 2 and 1 both had really good runs. The Swiss were in 2nd. We beat them both, and so both teams won medals, and it was just crazy. I mean, the bottom of the hill, something I'll never forget. The cameraman, honest to God, I just caught for a second, he's sobbing. As he's filming, the team going crazy, the cameraman sobbing. That moment was just so amazing. So that, to me, is the greatest athletic moment of my life, which is crazy because track has been my life, so for it to come in bobsledding. But that was just one of those things that, we were so close as a team, and for both teams to come out of it with medals, it was just perfect.
Keep it here for more Panther Sports Talk.